Hi, this is James with D4 Guns, and today we're going to be going over a top 5 list of handguns that every firearms enthusiast and collector should own. Here on the table we have the top 5 handguns and some of their variants, and we'll be discussing each in detail from 5th to 1st. The criteria used for this rating are historical relevance, commonality amongst civilian, military, and law enforcement, units manufactured, performance in competition, capability with regards to weapon specifications, and the all-important full bias opinion and experience. Coming in at number 5, we have the Browning High Power. The High Power is a locked breech, semi-automatic, single-action, recoil-operated pistol firing 9mm parabellum. Over 1.5 million units have been produced in its life cycle. The High Power sets itself apart from the competition by being the pistol to have been used by the most nations. A quick glance shows that the High Power has been used by approximately 95 nations. Despite being a nearly 100-year-old design, it is still used by Australia and Canada, among others. During the Second World War, the High Power was used by both the Axis and Allied forces and was highly coveted, as the 13-round capacity was superior to most designs of the period. Here we are out at the range. We got the Browning High Power, and we're going to load up a mag and see what she can do. All in all, great, smooth shooter. The reason it's coming in at a 5th is because it's gone out of production, and also Browning really didn't give it that many upgrades throughout its life cycle. This is a Mark III made in the 90s, but it's still basically the same as the original High Power that came out in the 30s. Coming in at number 4, we have the Beretta 92 FS, which is a short recoil, semi-automatic, double-action, single-action pistol. Over 3.5 million units have been produced. The Beretta 92 FS is well known for being the primary sidearm of the United States military, until recently being replaced by the 6-hour P320. This pistol also serves in the law enforcement community and militaries of dozens of nations. The Beretta has seen refinements over its life cycle, with numerous models that offer greater magazine capacity, adjustable grips, and multiple safety and decocker options. I'm going to throw in a mag and see how she shoots. Overall, a great pistol. Frankly, its popularity in Hollywood are some of the reasons why it comes in at 4th place. It's a great shooter. Some people complain about the slide mounted safety, but I would argue that that's not an issue. Just use it like a decocker, and you will not even have to manipulate it. Coming in at 3rd on our list is the Glock 17. The Glock 17 is a polymer frame, short recoil operated, locked breech, semi-automatic. Glock has produced a whopping 5 million plus units. The dominance of the Glock among law enforcement agencies in the United States is a testament to the continuing legacy of the Glock. Some basic design updates include adjustable grips, improved ergonomics, and front slide serrations. Basically a Glock, no real upgrades. Let's see what we can do. What can I say? A great gun. It's extremely plain, but there is a reason that it is the most used handgun in all law enforcement agencies in the United States. At 2nd place on our list is the legendary Colt 1911, which is a single-action, semi-automatic, magazine-fed, recoil-operated pistol in 45 ACP. Stock magazine carry a limiting 7 rounds, which is quite limiting compared to the other double-stack pistols on our list that carry at least 15 rounds in their magazine. Over 2.7 million units have been produced by Colt alone. While it cannot be argued that the 1911 was the equipment that won any war, they can claim to be back-to-back World War champs, as they were the primary sidearm of the United States in both the Great War and the Second World War. They have been continuously used by the United States military for nearly 110 years, as they are still in use by the United States Army Special Forces, the Marine Corps, and the Navy, as well as foreign police and militaries. Quality of the 1911 is evidenced by arguments that it is the most cloned pistol in history. In its entire history, the 1911 did not see many significant changes. Its service in the war and dominance of competition are the reasons why the 1911 sits at the number 2 spot. This one is a Remington Rand, manufactured in 1943. Let's see how well this 77-year-old girl can do. All right, that's all you got, 7 rounds, but what can we say about the back-to-back World War champion? Great shooter, and one should be in everyone's collection. First place on our list is the CZ75, which is a short recoil operated lock breech pistol using 15-round magazines. The CZ75, along with the Beretta 92FS and technically the Glock, were among the wonder nines to be developed during the last half of the 20th century. While not as popular with American law enforcement, the CZ is immensely popular with agencies of other nations and has actually been used for a time by the United States Army Delta Force. The CZ, in comparison to the other firearms on this list, is the most improved pistol. Each pistol in CZ's current catalog is based off the 75, and this includes the polymer frame P series, as well as the tactical/competition-minded SP-01 and its variants. Now this particular model is the SP-01. Although it has many upgrades compared with the original. It has a Picatinny rail, which means it has more bulk here. That means it's a heavier gun, but the recoil is much more controllable. I'm gonna put this magazine in, see what we can do. Extremely controllable, easy to get back on target. The trigger pull is great. And the CZ75 is the pistol that dethroned the 1911 in IPSC competition after decades of dominance by the 1911. So for these reasons, comes in at number 1.